Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Does he make an awesome video game? Yeah. Yeah, he does. This is Spider-Man for the PS1, and it is awesome. Honestly, this game holds a special place in my heart as one of the earliest games I got given by my parents. I used to play this religiously. Every moment not playing this game was a moment wasted in my eyes. This game has it all. Spider-Man swinging from his webs, fighting thugs, collectibles, and one hell of a soundtrack. Honestly, I have no idea who's in charge of the soundtrack, but they needed a raise.
See you, chump.
Without meaning to sound like IGN, you really do get to feel like Spider-Man in this game. It has all the charm and character you expect from a game based on everyone's favourite meme. The character designs, the beautiful saturated colours, the sounds, and the feel. The feel. As close to perfection as you can get. I know these days we just look for the best graphics, newest features, or the longest playtimes, but nothing will top the sheer feel of this game. And most importantly, it's fun. It was an absolute blast coming back to this game. The story is very loosely based on the comics, with storylines that I'm not really familiar with, but I think I get the gist of it. Dr. Octavius and Carnage decide to take over the city by releasing my gases after one too many beans. There's something about turning people into symbiotes, and Mysterio is Spider-Man, and Rhino is there. Okay, maybe I didn't understand the story that well. I obviously played in the hardest difficulty because, you know, pro gamer and all that.
Kid mode.
Hey, what are you doing here? Everything kicks off with possibly the best opening level of any game so far. It's plain, simple, effective, and whoa. Oh my god. What the? Sorry, I got distracted and oh no, I jumped off a building and died. I guess I have to watch that cutscene back again. Yeah. You essentially hear about a bank robbery at, well, the bank. You have to traverse your way over by jumping, swinging, and webbing. Along the way, there are bad guys you can beat up, but that's something about this game. Every bad guy beyond the boss fights are completely optional. You can just run past them. There's no real reason to actually fight them in the first place. Unlike other games where you have EXP or upgrades, in this, you pretty much have everything from the very start. Later on, there are minor upgrades like flame webbing and this sick armor you can find. But this is what Spider-Man games should be, swinging through New York City to save the day and save everyone's lives. Except that guy. Yeah. He's dead.
I can't believe they shot down those police choppers.
And I can't believe you're in a game for kids. I love these first levels. If this had been the entire game, I wouldn't be mad at all. You essentially find out that MJ's been kidnapped by Venom, and Rhino's on the loose attacking the power plant. So you have two options. MJ, the love of your life, your rock, your best friend. Without her, who would say the classic phrase?
Okay.
Gord. The other option, some people live without electricity for a while. Clearly you choose MJ, right? Ah, who am I kidding? We've all seen Black Cat. So, to the power plant we go. The boss fights in this game essentially follow the same pattern as most games at a time, which is move to the side until you have a moment to strike, and I feel like I've repeated that every video so far. Rhino meets a shocking end, and you're able to go after Venom. But oh wait, Black Cat's been kidnapped by Doc Ock and Carnage. For whatever reason. So maybe we should go chase down this clearly easy to follow ambulance? No? Okay, let's go after Venom. Turns out he's hiding in the sewer. This game truly does take you from the highest point in the city to the lowest depths of the sewers. Oh look, lizard people. I wonder if this is foreshadowing potentially another villain for another game. These levels increase the difficulty, and I mean that both in terms of enemies and the platforming. It's so easy to fall off, and if you fall, you die, there are barely any checkpoints, so back to the start for you, pal. That's why, again, emulators and save states save the day. But disorderly. Shut up. After making your way through the sewers and fighting Venom, while simultaneously trying to save MJ from washing herself, which I didn't struggle with at all, you move up out of the sewers and back through the city, fighting symbiotes to find the secret hideout where Doc Ock is. Along the way, Punisher offers you a hand, and you cannot tell me that is not Markiplier. Does he break the timeline?
Hello everybody, my name is Mark.
Anyway, you find the totally not obvious door to the secret hideout, and you begin the trek through. These laser turrets aren't too bad, it's just the fact that if you're swinging and they hit you, they knock you right out of the sky, and then you get fried by the electric floors, killing you. And again, there's not much room for error in this game. You eventually make your way to Black Cat to free her, and Spider-Man decides that the best course of action isn't to find a shut-off or a reverse for the gases pouring out of the city, but to cause a massive internal explosion in an underground base, where you still haven't even found Doc Ock. Big Brian time there. You finally make your way to the light at the end of the tunnel, except it's not. It's Doc Ock and Carnage, and Venom just appears? He fights Carnage while you fight Doc Ock. Doc Ock has always been a favourite villain of mine, and in the name of fairness, I 100% put it down to the Sam Raimi films. Just. For his boss fight, you essentially just put his shield off and beat him up until he says the most extra and dramatic last words ever.
No! I am defeated!
Simply brilliant. You might have thought the game would be over now, but nope! Venom gets beaten down by Carnage, who you now have to defeat. His fight is probably the hardest in the game. There's only one really vague hint of what you're supposed to do, and that's essentially get him into the middle where the sonic waves will hurt him. Getting him into the middle is the hardest part, as he'll simply jump over the area. You actually have to web shoot him in the middle.
Here I come!
Getting the right angle is near impossible, but when it happens and he's finally in that middle section, you basically stun lock him into place. He melts away and you've beaten the game. Well done. Except nope, we aren't done here. There's more. This section. This goddamn section. We have to run away from... This is the single most stressful part of any game I've played so far. Explosions all around, awkward camera angles, and the most horrific voice calling you out every 2 seconds. True nightmare fuel this is. I honestly think I had nightmares about this. Just last week. I never actually managed to beat this level as a kid. Even on Kid mode. It was far too difficult. I just could not work out how to make it out in time. Even now I barely made it. But that feeling of actually completing the game, pretty good. With that, you can finally sit back and say you've beat Spider-Man on the Ps1. I highly highly recommend this game for any fans of Spider-Man, Marvel, or fun. It really does have a little bit for everyone. If you like kick-ass action, this game has it. If you like the comics, hey, this game has it. If you like badass music, this game has it. If you like the Spider-Man movies, including all those cameos and references, guess what? This game has it. From Daredevil to Captain America, even then you couldn't escape the cameos. Everything about this game is just mwah. The character designs, the voice acting, the controls, that goddamn feel I was talking about. Go and do yourself a favor and play this game. You will not regret it. But if you do, come meet me in the park. Let's have a word or two. So that's it. Did you ever play this game? Do you ever get the overwhelming feeling of sadness after completing a video game from your childhood, knowing you will never be able to relive that moment? Let me know in the comment section below. With all that said, be safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe.